Good morning, students. The next topic is photoelectric effect. First, I briefly explain what is photoelectric effect, what are the formulas related to photoelectric effect. Okay? So let us start. Okay? What is photoelectric effect? When a light of certain minimum intensity incident on a metal surface, electrons are emitted. So when light of certain minimum frequency incident on a metal surface, electrons are emitted. This phenomena is called photoelectric effect. Okay. First is observed by Hertz, Hallwachs and all. Now, after observing this photoelectric effect, and also they observed the photoelectric emission takes place only when the incident frequency must be greater than certain minimum value, which depends on the nature of the metal surface. Important point. Okay. The minimum frequency which emits photoelectrons depends on nature of metal surface. Next thing, okay. That minimum frequency called threshold frequency. Okay. The next point is the kinetic energy of the photoelectron. The kinetic energy of the photoelectron depends on the frequency of incident light, and independent of intensity of incident light. That is what observed. The second thing is the number of photoelectrons emitted per unit time, you can also refer as photocurrent, is proportional to the intensity of incident light. That means if I use a bulb of higher intensity, the number of photoelectrons emitted increases. Okay. The last point is the photoelectric effect is an instantaneous process. There is no time lag between incident and emission. So these are the four important points that are observed with photoelectric effect. Now let us see how the Einstein explained the photoelectric effect. Okay. So Einstein's explanation of photoelectric effect. Okay. So Einstein gives Planck's quantum theory, that is, we know that light is a stream of photons, PHOT1 photons. Okay. When stream of photons incident on a metal surface, okay, the collision takes place between the photon and a bounded electron of the metal surface, and the energy is transferred to electron. Okay. And when photoelectron, the electron of the metal surface absorbs a photon, part of its photon energy is used to come out of the metal surface. That is, the amount of energy required to remove the electron from metal surface is called work function. Here pi is called work function. The pi is called work function, which depends on the nature of metal surface. The remaining energy is in the form of kinetic energy. So we can write the incident photon energy h nu is equal to h nu naught. What is nu naught? Threshold frequency plus half mv square. Remember, this is the very popular Einstein's photoelectric equation. Okay. And remember that when the photons are incident on the metal surface, the kinetic energy of the emitted electron varies from 0 to some maximum value, because we don't know which electron is coming out. Okay. So this is the maximum kinetic energy of the photoelectron. Remember that. Okay. This is a variable. Even though incident photon frequency fixed, okay, the kinetic energy of the photoelectron varies from 0 to the maximum value. So remember that. Next, let us see how Millikan has proved experimentally the Einstein's photoelectric equation. Actually, Millikan want to disprove this equation, but finally end up with proving this equation is correct. So Einstein awarded Nobel Prize because of this proof, this for explanation of photoelectric effect. Now, when light of frequency nu incident on the photometal, here C is the photometal. So the electron of kinetic energy half mv square emitted. Now I want to calculate the kinetic energy of this photoelectron. How do you calculate? So we know that in electrostatic, okay, potential energy of the electron, when you apply potential difference, is charge into potential difference, QV. QV is potential energy, half mv square is kinetic energy. Now I am applying potential in a reverse way. That means, let us say anode is connected to negative, cathode is connected to positive. That means potential is reverse way. So when electron is moving towards the anode is connected to negative, its kinetic energy decreases. Its kinetic energy decreases. Now, if I go on increasing the potential at a particular voltage V, okay, the electron is not able to reach the anode. That potential is called stopping potential. Stopping potential. So stopping potential is the measure of the kinetic energy of photoelectron. Okay. So in place of half mv square, I can write E into Vs. What is Vs? Stopping potential. Okay. So this equation we can rearrange. The stopping potential Vs is equal to h nu by E minus h nu naught by E. So that is like Y is equal to mx plus C. So what Millikan has done is, okay, for different incident frequencies, yellow light, blue light, green light, like this, by changing the frequency or color of the bulb, okay, he measured the stopping potential, for different frequencies and plotted a graph. Okay. When he plotted a graph, exactly he got a straight line. Exactly got straight line. The intercept on y-axis is work function of this metal, which is we are using as a cathode, and the intercept on x-axis is threshold frequency. And if I calculate the slope, exactly I am getting h by E from this y is equal to mx plus C equation. Okay. So this graph proves that this equation is correct. This equation is correct means Einstein's photoelectric equation is correct. Okay. So this perfect proof for Einstein's photoelectric equation. The next thing is, okay, if I use this bulb of same intensity, 50 watt, 50 watt, one is blue, the other one is red. Okay. Frequency change. Okay. So what I got is, if I change the frequency of the incident light, the stopping potentials are changing. But the final intensity, saturation current intensity is same. So what does it indicates? Okay. So stopping potential or kinetic energy depends on frequency. Okay. So if you use same intensity or different intensity, for example, different intensity, same color. So what we got is like this. Stopping potential is same. Stopping potential is same. When the intensity is suppose I to I. So when I increase the intensity, photocurrent is changing. But the stopping potential is not changing. So these graphs finally indicates that, okay, so the kinetic energy of the photoelectron depends on the frequency, and the number of photoelectron depends on the intensity of light, that is power of the bulb. Okay. So these are the very important points regarding photoelectric effect. And after this, let us try to solve some problems based on photoelectric effect. Thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe Dr. RK's classes for more important videos. Thank you.